institutions as well, or from other companies as well. And so what you have is your name tag. This is first and foremost the important thing, because this is how you'll get Chipotle later on. So there are a couple other professional conferences going on today, and so they have different kinds of name tags, and we don't want them getting your lunch, right? So this is how you're going to get in. Keep these on at all times. Also, you receive a schedule for the day. So typical for a conference, we have a keynote speaker who I'll introduce momentarily, but also there are breakout sessions. So after the keynote speaker, you're going to have a choice. So you can either go to session 1A or 1B, and each session has a little bit of a description, a title, so that you can decide on your own which one you want to go to, which one suits you better. Okay? Make sense? Okay, so after the first breakout session, that's when we're going to have lunch. So lunch is going to be in 242. We're going to have you come in and get the lunch, and then you're going to break out into 238 or 241. So we're just going to have some conversations together, sit with friends, sit with staff and faculty who will be here, whatever room you want to join. And after that, you'll have another breakout session, and then we'll wrap up the day. Sound good? Everyone got the schedule? All right, one more thing. Did everyone get 3 of these white pieces of paper? If you did not, my 2 student workers, Erica and Veronica, are right up here. At any point, if you need anything, grab them. They're wearing name tags as well, so just let them know if you need anything. But for after each session, this is very typical of this conference as well, you fill out an evaluation form for the speaker or the presenter, and you let them know how you did. What did you learn from them? What can you apply? How could they do better? So for after each session, you will fill this out. So you will do one for the keynote, and then you'll do one for session 1, and then for session 2. At the end of those, just find my student workers. They're going to have a basket. They're going to be collecting all of them, or you can hand it to the student worker in the front of the room as well. Make sense? I'm seeing lots of smiles. Is everyone excited? You know that I love leadership stuff, so this is great. Okay, so without further ado, we have a very special keynote speaker here with us. We've never had one before at Mercy College. This is very, very exciting. I'm so glad you all are here to get fired up with Heather Hanson-O'Neill. So Heather is an award-winning speaker, author, coach. She has presented at multiple colleges and corporations, and she's even been on multiple networks, so live on TV. So without further ado, I'm going to have Heather come up.
You are responsible for your actions and your decisions. Should you choose to take the lessons and strategies provided in today's keynote, the extreme benefit of increased productivity, reduced stress, and joy are potential risks. In agreeing to listen to this program and consent to these risks should they occur, attendees take full responsibility for their choices and their happiness today and in perpetuity. Do you agree to this disclaimer?
Yes.
May I continue?
Yes.
Yes, excellent, awesome. Okay, well then I'm going to have to start right in with a story. I was 150 feet in the air, clinging to the side of a mountain. I was tired. I was hungry. My arms were shaking. The guys that I was climbing with were about 6 feet tall, and I think you'll notice that I'm not 6 feet tall. So I look around, and I realize that there are no hands until the hardest pulls up, the guide had saved my life. But now I'm 148 feet in the air, still clinging to the side of a mountain. And now, in addition to being tired and hungry and crabby, I'm bruised and slightly bloody. But I look around and I realized that I've fallen into a better place. Here, there are more handholds that are closer together, and I'm able to make it to the top of the mountain. Why do I start with that? I start with that story for two reasons. The first one is because as you climb to larger and larger leadership roles, it's really important to surround yourself with people who say, "You're doing great, and I got you." It's also important to remember that when you fall, and you will fall, that if you look around, you'll find the opportunities, you'll find the handholds, and you may end up in a better place. And in addition to that, it just happens to fit in quite nicely with your Climb to Lead program. Commit, learn, inspire, mentor, become. I noticed that a lot of you raised your hands that this is your first time with this Climb to Lead program, so I'm super excited for you to be here with me today, as well as some of the breakout sessions. Take it in. This is a great acronym. This is a great program. And learning to lead, climbing to lead is one of the best things that you can do for yourself as an individual, for your business career, and in all of your relationships. So kudos, my hat's off to you. All right, question for you. Have any of you here ever run into a mentor, a coach, a teacher, someone who has taught you a lesson, has impacted your life, that is in there, either their example or their words led you to be inspired? Does that ever happen for anyone here? Yes? Excellent. Awesome. My next question is, do you feel that you right now have within you everything that you need to be that for someone else? Raise your hand. Okay, a few of you. Excellent. Very, very good. Well, you do. If you didn't raise your hand, I'm going to tell you right now you do. Right now, within you. I'm going to ask you, have you ever felt frustrated, stressed, or low energy? Well, I help people go from frustrated, stressed, and low energy to happy, confident, and successful. And so we're going to help you do that here today. Recently, over this summer, I was a coach for the Anthony Robbins Foundation Global Youth Leadership Summit. Have any of you gone to that? No? Excellent program. It's for people between 14 and 17 years old. Obviously, it would have been in your past, but it's been going on for many, many years now. It's fantastic. And I'm sharing it with you because one of the things that I loved about it is that they exemplify teaching the hands-on leadership right there, within a week. I went on Sunday and I'm kind of guiding people into where they're supposed to be, and they're scared, they're shaking, they're like, my dad made me come, and seriously, by the end of the week, you wouldn't even recognize them. They're completely different. But the main thing I loved about it is that the first year you go as an ambassador, and you learn a tremendous amount. But the next year you go as an alumni, and you immediately start implementing some of those leadership skills. At the end of the night, you do a debriefing, you're coaching, you're leading, you're inspiring the ambassadors. The next year you're a team leader, and then you can be a youth coach. So basically, as a coach, I didn't have much to do, because the students were doing it all, they were leading. So no matter what age you are, no matter how much experience you have, as long as you're leading yourself, your own life, then you will be leading other people, even if you don't even know it, just by your example. Okay, I have a little exercise for you. Find a partner. Okay, oh, I need to put on music. I like music, so I'm going to add some music. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to tell you what we're going to do first. You guys have to find a partner. There's no opting out of this one, okay? If you need 3, that's okay, but if you have, great, thank you. Okay, here's what you're going to do. You are going to take 1 minute. You're going to introduce yourselves if you don't already know each other. Many of you probably already know each other. If you don't, could be a goal in getting into a company to work with. It could be a goal, something personal, whatever it is. Just take 1 minute and share with each other your goal. I'll play a little background music for you.